Hey guys, and how about we watch Donkey Kong vs. Knuckles? Okay, so first off, if you want to watch the original video first, just click right where that death battle sign is. So, who do I think is going to win? Personally, I really think Knuckles. I don't know too much about Donkey Kong, though. I know he punched the moon out of orbit once, but Knuckles, I'm not sure if they would use this, but he does have 3 super forms. He has 2 that he definitely could use. Super Knuckles and Hyper Knuckles. Then there's also Chaos Knuckles. If Chaos Knuckles is brought into it, Donkey Kong is dead. And as far as I know, Donkey Kong doesn't have any super forms. And then again, I haven't played all of the Donkey Kong games. I haven't seen all of them. I feel like most of his power-ups revolve around other people helping him, like the Rhino and the Diddy Kong and Cranky Kong and all of those. So, I have no clue who is stronger out of the 2. I might, which might confuse you, because I did say punch the moon out of orbit, but Knuckles has done some pretty impressive stuff, too. Alright. So, anyway, enough talking, let's get to watching.
Guardians of treasure, champions of justice.
And prove that if you've got enough brute strength, you don't need to be smart to kick some serious ass.
Donkey Kong, defender of the world's
Yeah,
largest banana
forgot
horde.
to mention
And
neither of them are
guardian
really
of
smart
the all-powerful
at all.
Master Emerald.
We've already established that Mario and Sonic-related power-ups counter each other. For example, DK's Strong Kong could counter Hyper Knuckles, so for this fight, we'll be sticking to the bare essentials.
He's whizzing.
But there are 2 other super...
And it's our job to
come
analyze their
on.
weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death
That's
battle.
a big Donkey Kong sprite. With his arms.
Now this is the law of the jungle, as old and as true as the sky. The ones that shall keep it may prosper.
But the ones who touch Donkey Kong's banana horde must die. See, I know literature. Well, the parts about killing, anyway.
Long ago, an illegal pet gorilla famously did battle with his abusive owner atop a construction site.
The ape's
Didn't know
name
it was an
Donkey
illegal
Kong,
pet
and
gorilla,
the
but...
conflict didn't go so well for him.
After escaping, he fled to a remote island with his son, also named Donkey Kong. His son would later bear a child destined to rule the island. This powerful ape was named, you guessed it, Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Being a gorilla, Donkey Kong naturally loves bananas.
I watched the game theory.
No. Real gorillas primarily eat plants,
Of
like stems
Mario-
and bamboo
the
shoots,
2
and
Marios, if you're
sometimes
wondering.
termites to fight diarrhea.
Too much info, Wiz. Well, this gorilla loves bananas so much that he's hoarded hundreds for himself. And if someone tries to take away any of his delicious golden treasures, may God help them.
He might have wanted to
And
leave
yet
some in
his
the
enemies
jungle
have
so
been bold
people
enough
wouldn't try to
his
steal
entire
them.
stockpile several times, right out from under his nose. That's what happens when you hog every banana on the island to yourself. Just basic supply and demand.
Donkey Kong weighs 800 pounds and stands
800
about 8 feet
pounds?
tall.
Whoa.
That's almost twice as big as a normal gorilla. He spends his afternoons as if he were a Florida native by finding ways to kill crocodiles, such as crushing them with his sheer weight, chucking barrels at them like his old man, or just straight up punching them to death.
The strength this ape
Wait, what
wields
was
is
that
so
from?
tremendous, his very palms
Didn't even
can
look like
shake
any of the
earth.
games he's
and
been
his
from.
trademark
Ugh,
giant punch can
voice
send
crack.
his victims flying beyond the horizon.
But just because he's strong doesn't mean he's slow. He can unleash a flurry of blows so fast he ignites the hydrogen in the air, creating explosions!
I think Knuckles
This
done
is
that.
similar to a
Has done
meteor
that
catching
before
fire
in-
while falling through the atmosphere at 25,000 miles per
Oh.
hour.
I'm
I think
telling you,
Knuckles
Wiz,
has done
it's
that
only a
once
matter of time
before.
before the apes take over.
While common gorillas have impressed the scientific community by using basic tools, Donkey Kong is a little beyond that.
Yeah, he's got a shotgun. Like, I know it looks like he's just carrying around a log, but no, seriously, it's a boomstick that Funky Kong somehow made out of a tree.
How?
That fires concussive homing coconuts.
It can fire in
That does
spurts,
not make
and if
any
you
sense
shoot you,
at all.
It's gonna hurt. At least that's what the DK rap tells us. But what it doesn't tell us is that
Oh,
the series of grunts you hear from the Kongs is actually them speaking their own language.
Really? I wonder what he's saying.
Banana slammer! Banana slammer! Banana slammer! Banana slammer! Banana slammer! Banana slammer!
Was that like a really awful
Mostly just
TV
that.
show?
Sometimes he sings too.
From on top of the white mountains, your glory
Oh, God.
rises high to the sky.
What the hell? Okay, I know I watched some of this show, but I do not remember there being any musical numbers, like at all.
Oh, there were 2 in every episode. 40 episodes in all. Your brain likely shut down while watching to protect your fragile consciousness.
I'd shower you with coconut cream pie.
What the heck?
Good one, Brain. I
What
owe
the
you a
heck?
beer.
Donkey Kong has done some ridiculous things. With a clap of his hands, he can create a shockwave strong enough to shatter meteors. Also, I exaggerate nothing when I say he ate an entire plantation of bananas in a single afternoon.
Well, that's
He's
not
agile
really
enough to
relevant,
dodge
but
arrows
okay.
on a narrow ledge and tough enough to survive point-blank explosions. Multiple times.
But most impressively, after surviving an explosion that launched him into orbit, he used a fully charged giant punch to send a moon careening into the planet.
He apparently expands his power by using both his bananas and his body hair.
Wait, his
Like a
bananas
monkey Burt
give him
Reynolds.
power?
If he gets a haircut, though, he loses his power and looks really weird.
Wow, wow. Well, perhaps DK's cranial deformity is linked to his greatest weakness. You see, Donkey Kong is kind of an idiot.
We're talking about an ape who didn't realize he was following his own treasure map until after he found the bananas it led to.
Or while suffering from amnesia, a pirate crocodile was able to convince him that he was a crocodile
What?
through song and dance. Donkey Kong joined in, singing about physical features he clearly does not possess.
He's also just as lazy as he is stupid. One time, he and Diddy were making a killing selling frozen coconuts and could have had
Oh,
all the
God.
bananas they ever wanted.
This show looks
but
awful.
The simple task of just cracking coconuts open all day was too strenuous for the big ape. So he sold the business for a couple measly bananas.
Bananas are the only motivator that seem to work on DK, but they're also the only one he needs to bring out the big guns.
If something separates him from his precious fruit stockpile, someone is going to die.
Nothing's stopping me this time. Not a do it. You're gonna stop because that's what you do when you're faced with an irresistible force.
Okay, hopefully things will be more
4,000
normal
years
now.
ago, the echidna race thrived due to their advanced technology and talent for warfare.
Advanced
Now,
technology.
that's what I call a pet. I know what I'm picking up at the pet store on the way home.
Just a heads up, the males have 4 heads on their penises.
What? Awesome.
Desperate for the power to command the world, the Knuckles tribe
Okay.
staged a raid to obtain the legendary power of
Why?
the Master Emerald.
What they didn't know was that it was protected by a giant murderous water dragon with tentacles named Chaos. And it just killed the shit out of him.
Miraculously, a young echidna girl survived and managed to seal Chaos inside the Master Emerald. The resulting energy output
that's
ripped the echidna's
simplifying
home
it,
into
but
the
okay.
sky to become Angel Island, perpetually floating so long as the emerald remained in its shrine. Sonic lore, everybody.
Centuries later, one final descendant of the Knuckles clan
Wait, it was
remained,
called the
and
Knuckles
his name
clan?
was Knuckles. So not the most creative parenting in the world, but hey, Knuckles is the lone guardian of the Master Emeralds, dedicating his entire life to protecting the family jewel. But he spends most of his days sleeping and doing nothing.
Yeah.
Because really, who's gonna fly all the way up to a tiny floating island just to steal a rock?
Why, the nefarious Dr. Eggman, of course.
But
As
yet
a ploy,
he still
Eggman
has time
convinced
to just
Knuckles that a
come
certain
down,
blue hedgehog and a
talk to
fox with
Sonic,
2 tails planned to
play
steal
Sonic
the Master
06,
Emerald. Knuckles left
get
to stop
through the entire
thieves,
story of Sonic
and
06
Eggman swiped the gem for
and all
himself.
that. I don't know
Not the
why.
sharpest head
I
on the
really
dick,
don't
is
know
he?
why.
Without its energy source, Angel Island plummeted out of the sky. Until Sonic the Hedgehog literally beat the sense into Knuckles, and together they saved the day.
I didn't know you
forming
could be
a
super,
tense romance.
super
Sounds like you've
hypersonic
got an
in that
inferiority
fight.
complex.
Huh? I have a what?
Oh, nothing. Never mind, Knuckles.
Since then, Nux has continued to try to guard the emerald. However, most people who try to steal it.
Yeah.
But luckily for old Rad Red, he can track the Master Emerald using his treasure hunting skills.
And his special bond with the gem, which allows him to detect its
See,
presence
Knuckles
and
is more of a
harness some of its
strategist,
power,
much
which he
more
can
of a
focus through the
strategist than
ancient martial
Donkey
arts
Kong
passed
now that I
down
think
through the
about it.
Knuckles clan.
Not saying
The
he
ancient
uses
art.
strategy much.
I'll punch the crap
but,
out of
yeah.
everything. No, really, that's the answer to every single problem Knuckles has. Something in the way? Punch it. Need to climb a cliff? Punch it. Falling down a trap? Punch it. Punching not working for some reason? You f***ing know he punches it more.
Yeah. Oh yeah, forgot about
You're
those
taking
gloves.
this breaking and entering business way too literally.
Speaking of which, Knuckles
metal
can throw
gloves.
punches so extreme they create explosions by igniting
Yeah.
hydrogen in the air.
Sounds
I thought
familiar?
he did that.
Knuckles is fast, capable of running at least
That
100
game.
miles per hour. He can also take to the sky and glide, reportedly by trapping air underneath his dreadlocks. Although there's no logical way those locks are aerodynamic enough to keep him airborne.
Hey, it's better than a tanuki flying with its nutsack.
What?
Then again, he could be twirling his dick.
And with the spikes on his fists, Knuckles can effortlessly dig through dirt and rock. Add on his attachable shovel claws, and he can even tunnel through solid metal.
With arms that stringy, it makes you wonder where all this strength comes from.
Well, his connection with the Master Emerald is responsible for much of his more absurd attributes, like gliding and punching explosions.
Nux can shatter boulders, dodge machine guns, ride atop flying jets and missiles like skateboards.
Oh yeah.
And he can breathe in space.
I don't
He's
know, I
matched and
really
even
like
trumps
Sonic
in
06.
battle,
No,
runs fast enough to
I
cut
really
holes
like
in the
Sonic
ground,
X.
is strong enough to uproot massive trees.
Hell, he's strong enough to throw this.
With a single punch, he can trigger a volcanic eruption. Doing so requires displacing pressure in a volcano's magma chamber. At minimum, this can sit around 3,280 feet or 1 kilometer below the Earth's surface.
Is it really fair
Knuckles
to use
had to have punched the ground with at least 3.9 megatons of force.
Sonic Boom
Over
Knuckles?
3 times more
True,
powerful than the
normal
highest
Knuckles
yield
could
bomb
probably
in the
do
known
everything
US
that-
nuclear stockpile.
That's cute. How about the time he punched
Sonic
the
Boom
moon?
Knuckles could do,
One
but
day,
still.
Eggman blew up half the moon and rebuilt it into a robot moon because, well, he gets off on that shit.
Via remote control, Eggman actually changed the moon's orbit to create a never-ending eclipse.
But never fear, Knuckles just dove out into outer space and punched the remote control into dust, causing an explosion visible from Earth.
And returning the moon to its normal orbit.
But having these
Oh, look
abilities
at that,
isn't
he
enough to
punched
let
the
him win every
moon.
time, especially when his
into
biggest
orbit,
obstacle
I
is
guess.
his own brain.
Knuckles is illiterate, doesn't know left from right, and one time didn't realize until too late that he was eating a napkin.
Hey, give credit where it's due, Wiz. When he did figure it out, he stuck to his guns and finished every bite of that damn napkin. It's dinner and cleanup at the same time.
He hardly
Okay,
ever strategizes before combat, preferring to run in swinging.
Hey,
Okay,
whatever
really
works.
quick.
It doesn't. Well, not all the time.
Sonic Boom
And
Knuckles
despite
is a
being
different
mortal enemies,
Knuckles. It
Dr.
is
Eggman
not
has duped
that
Knuckles into
Knuckles.
allying with him on multiple occasions.
So you can't
It's
really
happened
use
so
it
often by
for
now, you have
his
to wonder whose side he's
intelligence.
Hey,
He
his
is pretty
fist
dumb.
can blow the top off a volcano, so why waste precious time on things like reasoning?
What a dreamboat!
I want to be just like you when I grow up.
Knuckles, you've been elected governor!
All in a day's work.
That was his daydream, I think. What's that?
Hey, that's not how it. Shh.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once
Okay.
and for all.
It's
Get ready
time
to
for a death
pause.
battle!
Pause. Alright, so in the end, this is mostly about strength, and I was surprised. I actually did not remember that one moment in Sonic X where Knuckles punched the moon. So yeah, he's not much weaker than Donkey Kong. A lot would say because of how fast the moon was hurtling, Donkey Kong's very clearly stronger. That isn't the case because he was punching it towards the Earth. gravity was helping him. Speaking of which, I forgetting that. Whatever happened to the moon after that? After he punched it into that guy? So yeah, I think Knuckles has this, because if their strength is really that similar, then it's up to speed and durability. Durability, I feel Donkey Kong has the advantage, but I don't know. Speed, Knuckles obviously has the advantage. So, I think Knuckles. Alright. Anyway, let's get back to watching. So, where is this taking place? I get it. I know it's gonna go down. Why is it out in the open? Why are Donkey Kong's arms so long with that sprite, though? Seriously, that is a weird Donkey Kong sprite.
Oh no.
The coconut gun. I didn't know they were that kind of homing. Donkey Kong's a bit... Ooh. I guess they're trying to show the fact... Like... wait, how did he just do that? How Donkey Kong is actually much bigger than he seems. Ha 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 ha.
Not as strong as you thought you were.
Oh no.
Where'd the coconut come from? Very conveniently placed minecart rail. Never mind, not convenient at all. Wait, what just... Wait, I couldn't tell what happened.
May have had the edge in speed and agility, but his stubborn strategy of rushing in only played into Donkey Kong's favor by keeping close and in range.
Both were tough enough to survive atmospheric re-entry and the vacuum of space, but only Donkey Kong has also survived an explosion strong enough to launch him into orbit in the first place.
True.
Knuckles and DK may have punched moons, but both feats are not precisely what they seem. The moon Donkey Kong punched belongs to the Mario universe, and is clearly smaller than our own moon. By comparing its
Really?
size
Oh,
to that
I
of
didn't
Donkey
know
Kong
that.
Island, we found this moon is approximately 2,775 feet in diameter and weighs 9.9 quadrillion tons. Knocking it out of orbit means DK punched it with a strike of over 3,000 megatons of force.
So not quite as impressive as punching our real moon, but hey, still way better than what Knuckles can do. Knuckles only destroyed a receiver controlling the moon's flight path.
And although the moon's orbit changed afterwards, it's unreasonable to say Knuckles is responsible. He has no other feat supporting this outlier, and the moon was previously established to move itself due to being part robot now. Sonic lore.
Knuckles' speed wasn't enough when DK was just that much stronger and tough enough to take anything thrown at him. DK just wasn't a kidneying around.
The winner is Donkey Kong.
Okay.
Next time on
I still
Death
think
Battle.
Knuckles should have gotten that other super form. Ah, Wolverine.
Hey guys, thanks for watching another episode of Death Battle. I'm Ben, I play Wiz, and next time is Wolverine. But who is he going to be fighting? Be sure to stay tuned to our social media websites, Twitter, @ScrewAttack, and Facebook, Official SA. We will be letting you know who Wolverine is fighting on Death Battle very soon on those websites. In the meantime, you can click the little annotation up there to go check out the latest Death Battle before this one, Goku vs. Superman 2. And, you know, check out the Death Battle playlist afterwards. We've done over 50 of these episodes. I mean, it's a crap ton, so have a good time watching those back to back to back. And when you're done, you check out our other show, Deska Death Battle.
Or
This one's all
Chad.
about Goku versus Vegeta. Who's the better dad? They're both kind of shitty dads, but who's the better one? We find out. And thank you guys for watching. We'll be with you next week.
Okay.
We talk all about the Wolverine.
Let's talk about it. Okay, so I didn't know it was a different moon. It actually didn't help Donkey Kong. It made his feat less impressive, but still pretty impressive. But I still feel like Knuckles got gypped at least a little bit because I'm almost certain that whatever that Strong Kong form was, it isn't like a long-lasting thing, and Knuckles does have 2 super forms at least, and if Chaos Knuckles is brought into it, then there's no hope for Donkey Kong anymore. But, I don't know. As it was presented, it made sense. If you only look at their base forms, I can see exactly what happened, but really, Knuckles had at least Super Knuckles. If he had Super Knuckles and Hyper Knuckles. Sure, Hyper Knuckles and Strong Kong could have canceled each other out, or, of course, Super Knuckles and Strong Kong. But, yeah, as it was presented, the base forms, it made sense. Well, anyway, Wolverine's next. I don't know anything about him, so that'll be fun. Okay, so thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe.